Hey everyone, my name's Julie. I just wanted to kind of upload a video to the whole medical pump community, kind of just to convey my story and info and tips that I just really wasn't finding on YouTube currently. The most recent things that I was finding was from, maybe a year ago. Even that, most of the videos were 6 years old on up. I found videos that were even 9, 10 years old. So in my case, I want to talk to you guys about the CADD Legacy Pump 1. And it looks just like this. And this guy is a 3-pounder, so he's really big. He's probably, I think, the biggest pump out there, at least like portable at-home pumps at least. So he's really big. He holds a 100 milliliter cartridge. It's really bright. He holds a 100 milliliter cartridge. You can get a 50 milliliter, which is like, of course, half the size. Of course, it also depends on the medication you're taking and in addition to your healthcare plan. So that's my pump. It's really big. With this, the cartridge, right here, the line comes straight out from it. And what it does is that there's little, I don't even know how to describe it. They're little, I guess, feet that push on the line that's right under here. And it pushes the medication through the line. So the line, of course, is really, really long. And I have the Hickman line, that's what it's called. And it connects to me through my subclavian article, artery, subclavian artery. And it's right about here. So here's my site, and I actually need to clean this out pretty soon here, but there's the line. It comes in through here. And then you can kind of see it a little bit. It goes under my skin here. And there's a scar where they first inserted it, and it just goes straight into the artery, into my heart. So I know, of course, I think it depends on, again, your healthcare plan and what you're being treated for. In my case, I am being treated for pulmonary hypertension, which is the narrowing of your arteries and your lungs, which also kind of definitely affects my heart by making the heart pump too hard to force the blood through the arteries that are actually closing down. So I needed more direct treatment in my case, which is what this was for. So I've been on this pump for a year now. This month marks a year. And, throughout that year, I was, down, depressed. I definitely had those moments. I'm not going to say that I didn't. It was very, very, very tough in the beginning to adjust to my day-to-day life with a 3-pound pump, connected to me at all times. So it was very, very tough in the beginning, but, it's definitely not less tough, I guess, but it's definitely a challenge still. Even to this day, after a year of dealing with a pump, it's still a challenge. I am in college. I'm currently a sophomore right now, and I do work. I'm not under any disability or anything like that. Some people advise me to do that, to sign up for disability, but, I didn't think I was disabled, so I didn't feel the need to sign up for that. I can still work, can still go to school. Nothing like that has changed. It's just having a friend with me during those times. So like I said, I was just given this pump for treatment for my pulmonary hypertension. I've had pulmonary hypertension since I was 11, and I'm now 21, will be 22 this year. So I've had pulmonary hypertension for 10 years now, and just recently, a year ago, I had to be put on the pump because of declining health at that time, a year ago. I'm doing a lot better now. This pump has definitely helped me tremendously. I'm getting direct treatment into my heart, which is where I need it. So this is the best way, for me anyway, to make my health 10 times better, 100 times better. So this is very challenging to deal with. However, I don't wish that I didn't have it, although there are times that, I don't want to be on it for sure. And there's so many days, so much time spent on thinking, why me? Why do I have this disease? Why do I have to be on the pump? But also, there's so many days where I am actually blessed to have this pump because it's making my health become better. And I definitely am so grateful for that. I am definitely not where I was a year ago. A year ago, I couldn't even walk up a flight of stairs, and today I can run up 10. So definitely so blessed to be where I am right now, and I wouldn't be that way without my pump. And I know there's so many different kinds of pumps out there right now, but this is just the one that my doctors chose me to be on. With this pump, I take Voletri, and that's kind of a powder medication that you mix by yourself pretty much every other day, and it lasts about 24 hours. I know there's also the 50 milliliter, which is about half the size of this. I think if you're on Remodulin, which is another form of Voletri, it does the kind of the same thing. I think it's more concentrated. I'm not too sure on Remodulin. I've never been on it. I've just heard about it. So I know there's so many different ways to be treated with the pump. When I'm out and about, and I just have my purse on me, I just like to stick it in my purse. And then, I have like a satchel, kind of a crossbody bag, so it's not too big. Let me grab it here. I can show you guys. This is my current purse that I have, so it's really small, really skinny, and I just plop this guy right in here, and it just fits actually pretty perfect. And I don't really carry a big wallet, so that's perfect for me. And my line goes under my shirt and just tucks right into the purse as well, because this line is actually really big. Like, look at all this. That's a lot of line. So I just stick that all in my purse. I just stuff it right in there, and it does the job. It's fine. Other days, if I'm more active and I don't want to carry a purse, if I'm going on hikes or if I want to go for a walk, go to the gun range, something like that, I'll just stick it in my fanny pack. And my fanny pack looks like this. It's just black. I did have some patterned ones that I got from Tilly's, which is like a retailer like American Eagle. And I liked them at first, but since they're patterned, they didn't really match with a whole lot unless you want it to be like a statement piece. And, some days I was feeling that, and most days I wasn't. So I got a black one. And it's really simple. I just strap it on, and I don't even know my pump is there. It's pretty comfortable. This one is by the brand Tiny Yacht. I don't know if you can even see that. Tiny Yacht, yeah. And I got this off of Amazon. I think it was like maybe $10, something like that, $8. So that was really cheap. And then some days, if I just want to be in a hoodie and I don't feel like wearing a fanny pack, there's this thing called Poppy Pocket. And it's called an infusing, they say infusing freedom. So it's pretty much for any infusion pump. And of course there's different ones on their website, but that's it, Poppy Pocket. And what this does, it's like a long strap that just goes around your waist, and it has Velcro on it, so you just strap it around. And it has a side on my right here for the pump. It's getting kind of dirty from when I'm working in it. And then you can just put the line on the left side of the pump right here, or in the carrying thing. I don't really know what they call this. It's just like a strap. So I use that too, and I really like it because if you're wearing a hoodie or something loosely fitted, I can wear like a nice sweater like this too. No one even knows that it's there. It's pretty concealing. So that's really great, especially if I just don't want to deal with a fanny pack or a purse. I'll just strap that on and carry my little ID holder. So yeah, it's really not a big deal carrying it around. The other question I get is, how do I sleep with it? In my case, I have kind of a little nightstand. I just place my pump right on the nightstand, and then since the line is so long, you can literally roll around in it, and it's perfectly fine. If you have a king size bed, I'll just, put it on the bed kind of far away from me, so it's not in the way. You don't really roll over it. They definitely give you a lot of wiggle room, I guess you can say, with your line, because it's super long. So that doesn't really bother me. That's no problem. Also, when I'm working, I actually use the or I always get it mixed up. It's Polly Pocket or Poppy Pocket. It's Poppy Pocket. And I'll link this down below too if you guys want to check it out. It's probably one of the best things that I've bought for this pump, just because it's a huge pain carrying it around sometimes, and I just don't feel like dealing with it. I'll just strap it around my waist and it's fine. So another question, how do I work with it? A lot of workplaces have dress code. In the beginning, when I've only been at my current job for a year, and in the beginning I didn't know there's such thing as Poppy Pocket, so I just worked with my fanny pack. I told work about my current health situation, and they worked around me. I think it's actually illegal for them to kind of judge you, I guess, on your health problems that you decide to bring up in the interview or something like that. So it's definitely not a problem. I did wear my fanny pack for the first couple of months while I was working there, and it was no problem whatsoever. I got a lot of questions on it for sure, especially by my new coworkers. They're like, why are you carrying a fanny pack? Is that your wallet? Why are you doing that? Stuff like that. So I had to explain to them that no, I'm not carrying my wallet around at work. I'm just, it's my medication pump. So of course you're going to get a lot of questions, but in time you'll know how to deal with it, and it won't be a problem for you whatsoever. So anyways, after those couple of months of working with my fanny pack, I discovered Poppy Pocket, and I just wrap it around at work, and I can bend, I can lift, I can, do anything at work. And you'll kind of feel like a pressure against your waist, of course. When you're bending down, you can feel the pump, and even if you wear it, anywhere, you can, it's pressure since it's wrapped kind of tightly around you. But I can work just fine with it. It's out of the way, and it's not a problem. With this pump and the line, unfortunately, you can't swim with it, which is, kind of a downer, definitely, because I'm a huge swimmer. I love being in the water, which is super disappointing. However, there's always a way to get around it. Since my site is right in my chest, I can go in the water, but I cannot submerge my site underwater or get it really wet, because that of course can lead to an infection, which is definitely not good at all, especially since it goes straight into your blood vessel, into your your artery. You could get septic, you could get a blood infection, which is extremely bad. So you definitely want to take good care of your site. Make sure it never gets too dirty or anything like that. So I can definitely get in the water, I just can't go swimming per se. I can take a bath, I can get in a hot tub, I can get in a pool. I just have to be careful not to do anything too dangerous with the site. That also brings up the question, how do I shower with it? So in my bathroom, I have a little trash can by the shower. And you can also just get like a little stand or a shelf. Just anything really to put your pump down. You can even set it on the toilet if it's close enough. But in my case, I just set it right on top of our trash can. And my pharmacy sends me little coverings that I put on over my site in the shower. The ones that I use are called Hydro Seal. They look just like this. And these ones are pretty small. They're the 5x5. Comes in a 7-piece bag. But of course you can order different sizes depending on your pharmacy company. So there's Hydro Seal or The other one I believe is called Aqua Seal or Aqua Patch or something like that. But this one's the better of the two, the Hydro Seal. And what it looks like, let me pull it out. It looks like this. So all around where this white is, right here, you can just peel this off, and that's like kind of 3M tape, and it just sticks right over you, and it kind of wicks away the water. So I just wear that. So I hope this video was able to kind of give you more information on the CADD legacy pump and even pulmonary hypertension, how to deal with the pump, how to live with it, anything like that. So definitely look out for more videos that are coming up in the future. I have a lot more that I want to make it more informational for you guys. So definitely like this video and subscribe to me if you haven't already. Bye guys.